Hello and welcome to Statics EGM 2500 Summer 2019. My name is Dr. Mike Reynolds and I'm with the University of West Florida Mechanical Engineering Department. I'm going to talk to you a little bit about the class and kind of get you ready for having a great summer with it. My contact information there is listed on the syllabus. What you're seeing here is the syllabus, and you can get that online. My office is in Building 4, room 327. There's my office phone. I even give you my cell phone if you need to contact me. That's okay. But the best way to reach me is by email. That's mreynolds2@uwf.edu. And one thing I should mention, I'm sure a number of you have used the e-learning before, and when you log into e-learning, the course may look something like this. Part of e-learning has an inbox. Please don't use the inbox. If you want to contact me, the best way again to do that is my email, mreynolds2@uwf.edu. Please use that to contact me. It's always the best way. I check it all the time. All right, so I don't have any office hours listed, but of course I'm willing to work with you. So if you need any kind of help with the course, just reach out with an email and ask when you could come in. I'm happy to help with that. And I'm trying to set up some tutoring. I'm not exactly sure when the tutoring will occur, but I'm going to let you know. I'm going to try to get a tutor for the course available here in Pensacola. So I know some of you may not be in Pensacola, and if that's the case, my apologies for that, but I wanted to have something available. All right, so this is an online course, and I'm going to explain how it works, but before I do that, let me kind of just give you a little bit overview of statics. Statics is a study of forces, particularly forces that are bodies at rest or at least with motion with constant velocity. So anyways, the course will give you the tools to analyze forces on objects such as bridges, dams, buildings, as well as mechanical structures, frames, shafts, assemblies, things like that. It's really one of the most fundamental mechanical engineering courses, okay? And so as such, I put a lot of emphasis on engineering problem solving. All right, statics is really important. It's a prerequisite to mechanics, materials, and machine design, and also helps you understand dynamics and dynamic systems. And so there's so much that comes from this course. That's why it's really important that you put your time into it. All right, so course text. Now, the official course text is Mechanics Statics by Hibbler, a 14th edition. Now, you do not have to have the 14th edition. If you want to have an earlier edition, that's totally fine. I've looked on eBay before, and I've found Statics by Hibbler very cheap with earlier editions. That is completely fine with me. So if you want to do that, great. But the thing you do need to have is you do need to have access at Mastering Engineering. Okay, so if you bought the book in the in the bookstore, the textbook in the bookstore, it was bundled with a code that gets you access to masteringengineering.com. If you did not do that, you can buy access to the Mastering Engineering course separately. Okay, so you could get, for instance, a very old statics textbook, maybe years ago, and then buy the access separately. Or there is an option when you sign up at masteringengineering.com to buy the textbook, an online version of the textbook, which is completely fine with me. Okay, I don't care. The key thing is you got to have mastering, and I really recommend a textbook of some sort. Okay, now when you go to mastering, you'll need to use the course ID, and the course ID is listed right there. Okay, so you need to use that course ID, and then you also need to make sure you use Hibbler 14th edition as a textbook, okay? Now, homework is going to be due each week on Tuesdays at 11:59 p.m. I just kind of arbitrarily set that as a time. And late homework deducts 2% per hour, but only a maximum of 50%. So if you really screw up and you totally blow it, you can still go back and earn points and earn a maximum of 50% on the homework. And also remember, your lowest two homework scores are dropped. But homework is 25% of your grade. But let me just be honest with you, and if there's one thing in this video I want you to listen to, it's right here. I'll be honest. The one thing you need to know is homework is almost everything, okay? If you can do the homework, you can do well in this class. If you put the time into the homework, you will do well. If you don't put the time into the homework and you find your answers from Chegg, or you find your answers online somewhere, or you find your answers from some friend, then you will probably not do well on the tests and you will fail, okay? And we don't want to see that happen. We want to see you have success. But if you want an A in this course, you got to do the homework, okay? And by doing the homework, it means putting the time into it, okay? Putting the time into it doesn't mean 15 minutes. It could take you hours to do the homework, okay? You've got to put the time into it. You've got to struggle with the homework, okay? The homework is everything. If you do the homework, you'll be fine. If you don't do the homework and you don't understand it, then you'll probably do poorly on the midterm and the final, okay? So let's talk a little bit about the midterm and the final. The midterm is, it says a range of dates June 24th through 27th, and the final is August 6th through 8th. All right, so what does that mean? That means basically is I'm going to put the final and the midterm at the UWF Testing Center in Pensacola. You can come in and take the exam anytime the testing center is open during those date ranges, okay? So midterm, you can take it anytime between June 24th and June 27th. All right. Now, I understand some of you are going to say, "Hey, I'm nowhere near Pensacola. You know, I can't make it there. Can you help me out?" Well, sure. For instance, if you're in Fort Walton Beach, we're going to try to set something up there. If you're somewhere else, away from either Fort Walton Beach or Pensacola, we can do that as well. But it needs to be a proctored exam. So if you're away from Pensacola and you're taking this class this summer, then what I need you to do is I need you to contact me, and we need to talk about where you're going to take this proctored exam. Typically, the best way to do it is to find a local college or university where you're at and try to take the test there. That most places have testing centers and can work with you. So let's talk about it now before we have issues later, okay? Figure that out now. All right. I know everybody wants to know where they stand with regards to grades, so if you want to know, you certainly can calculate your grades based upon a pretty simple formula of homework and exams, but if you want to know exactly where you stand, let me know. Okay, I'll be happy to help you. So also there's lots of information there, but basically this is the semester schedule. We're going to go with a 13-week schedule. Starts out week 1 with vectors and videos 1 and 2. If you follow along in the text, it's chapter 2. And you have homework. So you're saying, well, where do I get this homework? Well, you got to go to Mastering Engineering. Okay. And so, in fact, here is the e-learning Canvas site for the course. I want all of you to log in on e-learning. Make sure that you log in on e-learning to record your attendance this week. And so here's the Mastering Engineering link right there. And when you click on that and log in, it should take you to something like this. And this is the course homepage, Statics UWF Summer 2019, and you already have a homework there. Okay, you already have homework 1, and it's due on May 21st at 11:59 p.m. Okay, and so what would that homework 1 have to do with? Well, obviously, if you look at the syllabus, homework 1 has to do with videos 1 and 2. Okay, so what do? Well, you probably would go to the e-learning site, Canvas site, and if you want to download the blank notes, you can. You can access the blank notes. A lot of times students like to print the notes and then fill out the notes while they're watching the video. You can do that if you want to. You don't have to. But here's the videos. You would watch lectures 1 and 2 right here. All right, watch lectures 1 and 2, and then you would begin to work on homework 1. Okay, which is due on the 21st. Okay, I will place more homeworks there. I will start to work ahead. I'll try to get the homeworks all established as quickly as possible. Okay, so you should see a lot more homeworks popping up there in the next week or so. But I've got at least the homework 1 established there as well. So there's all the lectures. You should be able to work ahead if you want to and start watching. There's all the blank notes. At some point later on in the semester, I will also drop in the filled notes. So if you want to see what the notes look like filled after I've done them, some point later in the semester, I'm going to drop those in as well. Okay? And so basically, that's how the course works. You're going to take it week by week. You're going to look at the videos you need to watch, and you're going to look at the homework, okay? And if you want to work ahead, great. I'll have that set up so that you can work ahead, watch more videos, follow along, and let me know if you have any questions. Okay, and that's pretty much how it works. And hopefully we'll have a great semester. And I wish you the best. Please get a hold of me if you have any questions regarding anything covered in this video. And again, make sure that you focus on the homework, and make sure that you log in on the e-learning Canvas site so that I can record your attendance for the first week. All right.